Now we'll start with immunity. Okay, so what is immunity? Immunity is the ability of the immune system to fight the disease causing organism, that is the pathogen. So two types of immunity are there. First is the innate, that is the inborn immunity, and second is the acquired or adaptive immunity. Okay, so what is immunity? It is the ability of the immune system to fight the disease causing organisms. Okay, types of immunity are innate and acquired. First we are going to talk about the innate immunity. Now innate immunity, it is non-specific defense present at the time of birth. Okay, it is a non-specific response which is present at the time of birth. It provides barriers to entry of foreign antigen into our body, and barriers are of four types. First is the physical barrier, physiological barrier, cellular barrier, and cytokine barrier. Okay, so innate immunity is nothing but the immunity which is present at the time of birth, and it is non-specific defense, means it will allow defense against many organisms. Okay, and it will provide barrier to entry of the foreign agents into our body, and these barriers are of four types: physical barrier, physiological barrier, cellular barrier, and cytokine barrier. Okay, now comes the physical barriers. Now skin will prevent the entry of foreign bodies. Mucus coating of the lining, the respiratory, gastrointestinal, and urogenital tract to trap the microbes. Okay, so the first line of defense is the saliva, which is having antibacterial enzymes. Tears are having antibacterial enzymes. Skin prevents the entry of pathogen. Mucus lining trap dirts and microbes. Gastric HCl, that is the low pH, kills the pathogen. And this good gut bacteria out complete bad. So good gut bacteria which is already present in the alimentary canal will throw out the bad bacteria or the organisms which will cause infections. Okay, so first is the skin, which will prevent the entry of the foreign bodies. Second is the mucus coating of the lining of the respiratory, gastrointestinal, and urogenital tract to trap the microbes. See here, you can see that the skin is acting as a barrier, and the mucous membrane, as it is sticky, will trap the organisms, and it will not allow them to attach. Okay, other were to prevent the microbial growth, and this includes gastric HCl, saliva, and tears. Okay, these are the physiological barriers. Now comes the cellular barriers. So phagocytes like WBC, that is neutrophils or polymorphonuclear leukocytes, monocytes and natural killer lymphocytes, and macrophages are the cellular barrier. You can see in the diagram, this is the neutrophil, this is the monocyte, this is the natural killer cell, and this is the macrophage. So phagocytes like WBC, example neutrophils, or PMNL, that is the polymorphonuclear leukocyte. Monocyte and the natural killer cell and macrophages are the cellular barriers. Now fourth comes the cytokine barriers. Now in cytokine barriers, virus infected cells will secrete a cytokine protein, okay, which is called interferon, and it protects the non-infected cells from further viral infection. Okay, so this is a cytokine barrier. This is a protein called interferon. Now see here, you can see in this diagram, okay, viruses and this cell will produce interferon. Okay, and this interferon will protect the other cell from the virus infection. Okay, now comes the acquired immunity. Now acquired immunity is the pathogen specific immunity developed during the lifetime. It is characterized by memory, and during the first encounter of a pathogen, body produces primary responses in low intensity, and when the second encounter comes, the same pathogen causes a secondary amnestic response. Okay, that is in high intensity. So this is the one B cell, and the bacteria is coming, This B cell is saying that I will remember this one, and whenever this bacteria comes again, it will be in red alert. Okay. And finally, in the graph, you can say that initial exposure, the primary response is very slow. Okay, the primary response is very slow, but the secondary exposure is there. The secondary response is a very high response, which is of high intensity. Okay, so acquired immunity is pathogen specific, but when we are talking about innate immunity, it was not specific, it was non-specific immunity. Now comes the acquired immune system. Okay, what do all things we have in the acquired immune system? So primary and the secondary immune responses are carried out by B lymphocytes, that is a B cell, and the T lymphocytes, that is the T cells. Now B lymphocytes will produce antibodies, and these proteins will fight against the pathogens. Now T lymphocytes will help B cells to produce antibodies. Okay, so here you can see in the diagram that antigen binds to the B cell, the chemical signal is there, and antibodies are produced, and these antibodies will fight against the infection. Okay, now what is the structure of the antibody? An antibody has 4 polypeptide chain. 2 chains are the light chain and 2 chains are the heavy chain, and the formula becomes H2L2. Okay, 2 heavy chains and 2 light chain. We can see in the diagram, this one, the internal one, the one which is long, is the heavy chain, and these side chains are the light chain. Okay, so we are having 2 heavy chain and 2 light chain. Here different antibodies are given with their structures. Okay, now this is the variable region which will change according to the pathogen. Okay, these are the disulfide bridges which will keep both the chains together. This is the constant region of the immune cell. Okay, and this here you can see the disulfide linkage which are keeping the heavy and the light chain equal together with each other. So acquired types of acquired immune response are the humoral or antibody mediated response. Okay, and the other is the cell mediated or the CMI response. Okay, now humoral or antibody mediated immune response, it is the immune response mediated by the antibodies, and antibodies are found in blood plasma, so they are called as humoral immune response. So 2 types of immunity are there, acquired and cell mediated. So in acquired immunity, antibody will be formed, and this antibody is formed in the blood, so it is called humoral immune response. Now in cell mediated immunity, okay, cell mediated immune response, it is the immune response mediated by the T lymphocytes. Okay, the body can differentiate between self and non-self, and the CMI causes the graft rejection. Okay, it will not accept the things which are foreign to the body. Now whenever there is grafting or tissue matching and blood group matching are essential before undertaking any graft or transplant, and this patient has to take immune suppressant drugs all his life. Okay, so this is a matching donor with the patient, and we do this HLA typing, and this is very important. Otherwise the organ or the tissue you are getting from other organisms will act as a foreign for our immune system, and that will be degraded. So tissue matching and blood group matching are very essential. Okay, so we talked about 2 types of immunity here. Okay, one was the innate and one was the acquired. In innate, we saw it is a non-specific defense, and 4 barriers were there: physical barrier, physiological barrier, cellular and cytokine barrier. Then we saw the acquired immunity, and in acquired immunity we saw that it is pathogen specific and having a characteristics which is memory. Okay, and in this the first encounter is very slow, but the second encounter is amnestic, that is higher in intensity, and these immunity have specific types of cells which are memory cells which help in the remembering of the antigen. Okay, now we saw that in acquired immunity has 2 types of cell, that is B cells which will produce antibodies, and the T lymphocytes which will do the presentation of the antigen. Structure of antibody has 4 polypeptide chain, that is H2 and L2. Okay, too heavy and too light chain. And types of antibodies are IgA, IgG, IgM, IgE, and IgD. So this was the structure, and this structure of the antibody is very important. Okay, now two types of acquired immune response were there: humoral, okay, and the cell mediated. So humoral or antibody mediated response, and this is the cell mediated immunity. The humoral will produce antibody, and that will do the antigen presentation. So it will produce antibody, and as the blood plasma is involved, we call it as humoral response. In other, it is the T lymphocytes, and here the body can differentiate between the self and non-self and causes the graft rejection. And this graft rejection takes place, and it's very important in the transplantation or grafting. Okay, so it is important that the person who is donating and the person who is receiving do tissue matching and blood group matching. Okay, so this is the HLA typing, which is done for which is the tissue typing, which will help in the organ to be there, and the person who is having a transplant will have to take immune suppressant drugs because his own immune system will act against the organ which is taken from the donor. So this was a basic concepts about the innate and the acquired immunity.